morning, good day, good evening, good night, whatever, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this video, fourth grade. Welcome back to the Mr. Rodriguez Show. I am your gracious and welcoming host, Mr. Rodriguez. Good to see you again. Hey, we are going to talk about how we're going to complete these symmetrical drawings. Now, remember, we drew these symmetrical drawings where we had our line of symmetry dividing the entire paper. And then if I had something, a square that was an inch long over here, right off my line of symmetry, that means it needed to have its symmetrical brother or sister on the other side of the line of symmetry that's an inch long. Remember, it's kind of like looking in a mirror. If I have the mirror divided right here, my hand is over here, that means I'm gonna have the opposite hand right over here, a symmetrical hand. You see how my thumb's right here? Well, if my head's the line of symmetry, that means if my thumb's right here, I'm gonna have a thumb that looks just like this over here, not like this. That's not symmetrical. That's not a mirror image. This is a mirror image right here. So, we're going to head over to the drawing board and we're going to talk about how we're going to color this piece. And this is going to use a lot of problem solving. It's a challenge to work these colors in a positive and negative light, and that's the term right there. Positive and negative. What does that mean? Well, I can give you a hint. Positive and negative means it's the polar opposite. Think of a battery, okay? There's a positive end and a negative end of a battery. That means you have to have both of those for the circuit to work, if you know anything about electricity. I know very minimal, so I'm just maybe throwing that out there. But you have to have the positive and negative for it to work. And both sides look differently. So if we're thinking positive and negatives, we are thinking polar opposites. What is the opposite of black? White. What is the opposite of the North Pole? South Pole. You know, think of just opposites that work with each other or things that complement each other. We're heading into the holiday season right here. What's the colors that you see mostly all the time? Red. What's a complement of that is green. Things that complement each other. If I have a dark color, the opposite would be a light color. If it's day, it's night. If it's peanut butter, it's jelly. Okay? DC, Marvel. Polar opposites. So, we're going to head over to the drawing board here, and I'm going to talk about how we're going to go about it. I actually had to restart my drawing because I did the first part of this video while in quarantine. And so when I got here, I left my sketchbook at home, so I had to start a brand new drawing, but that's all right. I like my new drawing a little better. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what we are going to add in here is we are going to add some color. And we are going to add color in a positive and negative way. So this is going to be our guiding light right here, the line of symmetry, the one that's directly in the middle of our paper that cuts it in half. We are going to use colored pencil to color our pieces. And we're going to keep practicing that bold coloring that we said. So I ended up redrawing a robot because No, I'm going to rephrase that. I drew a droid. That's for my Star Wars fans out there. Respect. So, I'm going to start coloring this, and I am going to think strategically here because if I have a dark color here, I can't have a dark color over here. So, for example, if I'm going to color this eye blue, blue would be considered a dark color, even though there's light blues. This version of blue is dark. And I'm going to color it a bright color like orange right there. So then I got to keep thinking kind of further out here. So if I did this part black over here, What do you think I need to do over here? You're right, I need to do a light color. So that yellow needs to be sharpened. So I'll color it yellow over here. Sweet, so far I got some Chandler Woods colors going there, and I got some Batman colors going right there. You know, I always throw that Batman stuff in there. You know what? Let's kind of switch it over here. I'm gonna do some orange right here in this shape. And then some violet over here. So what I'm gonna do to show you how I'm gonna go through and finish this, I am going to throw this into fast motion. I want you to just pay attention to how I choose my positive and negative colors, how I choose my darks and lights, and make sure that they're the reverse on each side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just finished coloring my symmetrical robot right here. And it took a bit, even though it was in fast motion, it took me about a good hardcore 15 minutes of solid, uninterrupted coloring time. And in today's world, we know how easy it is to have uninterrupted time. So go at this, work at this kind of at your own pace. I really want some strong coloring. I really, really want us to keep working at that strong, bold, colored pencil drawing, colored pencil coloring. So let's say you're getting a little, you know, your hand's starting to hurt, you're getting a little tired of coloring. Put it away for a little bit, come back to it another day, do 5-10 minutes of coloring it then, and just think more about quality, okay? More quality of the work than how fast you get it done. You do not have to color the whole thing, although if you do, you can. Just follow that positive and negative rules. Remember though, if you have an object over here, you gotta color it over here too, okay? You can't leave two objects blank. Remember, positive, negative, lights, darks, the light side, the dark side. So, sorry, I'm throwing out the Star Wars puns right now. I just finished episode 3 of season 2 of Mandalorian. Great show. I'm going to get off my off-road right here. And yeah, I'm so pumped to see these.